Morning everyone, just doing a quick video on my settings for the Nikon D5100 camera. These settings are the ones that I used on my previous video. If you look from the beginning for about the first 7 minutes, the footage, I'm sure you'll agree, is pretty good. It's decent quality. And then I pretty much cocked it up by taking a photograph in a really light situation with the wrong settings on the camera, so I kind of changed the camera settings around and it gave that horrible out of focus look. So I just want to run through the settings for day settings on this camera, and also night settings as well. So when you're in camp and you've got a really dark environment, these settings should help you out there. Also, I don't know whether it's going to be much caught for you guys who own Canon cameras, but you never know. If it is, and you can change your settings round to the equivalent what I've got. Just let me know in the comments, will you, whether it's helped you. You know, when you're next out on your camp, be it day or night, and just give both settings a whirl and see what you think.
So first off guys, we're going to take a look at movie settings, or the equivalent on your camera, to make your recording movie quality. You want settings of 1080 at 24 frames per second, which is at 1920 by 1080 24 frames, and mine's set on high quality. Next setting is the image quality. Mine's set on RAW plus F, which is a JPEG set on fine. Next is white balance. Mine's set on direct sunlight. And next is picture control. In those settings you want basically everything down to 0. Sharpening at 0, contrast at 1 above minus, saturation 1 above 0. And you want everything set to manual, including your shutter speed, your ISO and your aperture. For day settings, you want the ISO set at 100, the shutter speed set at 1/50, and the aperture set at f7.1. So that's the day settings, guys. So on to night settings. Everything on my camera is set to 0 apart from saturation, which is set to 1 above 0. Now I just want to say, just before we carry on, whatever editing program that you actually use for your footage after recording, you should have the options to change everything back, such as saturation. You've also got your colour correction, sharpness, your things like that. You'll be able to alter within that program and get it to how you want your actual footage to look like. So just wanted to point that out. Next is the ISO setting, which I've got it set to 1600. That's the max ISO at 1600 for night. The shutter speed is 1/30, or between 1/30 and 1/50. And also you've got an aperture of f/1.2. Now f/1.2 is the better lens option. My lens only goes to f3.5/3.5, but depending on what lens you've got, it's between f1.2 to f/5.6. Okay guys, I'm going to wrap this video up now. That's about it, and I hope this has been of interest to you. If it has, if you could possibly comment below if you've actually used these settings and if you found them any use. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks very much. See you now. Bye.